Okay.
Okay. Mike, this next question's for you. How can brokers facilitate quicker responses from Waypoint?
Well, I've got to talk to Rep about this.
I know, right?
No, actually, I love this question because there's the obvious answer, and then there's the real answer. The obvious answer is, the higher the quality of the submission, where we don't have to come back and ask for information, we don't have to have the conversation of why are these buildings valued at $30. The loss information is there. And the better the quality of the submission, the quicker it can move through. That's the obvious answer, and it's 100% correct. But the real answer is somewhat different. And within the tech unit, an average underwriter in tech will field a little over 1,000 submissions per year. About 200 to 220 of those are renewals. The other 800 are new business. And within those 220 renewals, you obviously are obliged to service your existing client first. If you quote your renewal and then they come back and they want 3 options, okay, we've got to quote those 3 options, and we just found out they bought another building, we got to redo it again. The renewal always is going to be there first. And then when you have time, you get to dig into the new business. New business is actually far more fun. It's more enjoyable to work new business, but it's always going to take the back seat to servicing your existing clientele. So one of the things that would really improve is when you think about every interaction that you have with a Waypoint person. You've got a UA following up, hey, loss control recs are due in 5 days, we gave you 60, what's the status? And you're like, oh, can we get an extension? Well, okay, now we got to go back to the underwriter and ask for an extension. And, payment is late, this endorsement got issued, and we found out they actually don't need it, can you void it out? Every single transaction on an existing policy has to be taken care of first. So by being as efficient as possible, and this is really a message for the retailers, that if they can calm that chatter of activity on the renewals, what you're doing is you're freeing up that UA to be modeling a new business account, because they're not having to follow up on, somebody says, oh, you never sent us the policy. Well, actually we did, and here's a copy of the email, and here's the policy. It's no big deal. But that was 5 minutes that UA could have been working on a new business account. So if the industry can figure out a way to calm the chatter of servicing the renewals, it frees up time so that, that new business pile of 800, on average, an underwriter will get to maybe 120 of those to a quote phase. So that means 700 submissions are sitting there going ignored. If you can get that 120 up to 150 or 160 or 170 because they've now got the time, that's where you start seeing, oh, we're getting responses. So that would be my long-winded answer. When the music plays and they escort me off the stage.
Yes, I got you. Don't worry about it. Thanks, Mike.